So today we're going to be showing you a shotgun that can give you up to 15 million DPS. Yes, this is probably one of the hardest hitting shotguns in the game, and it's because it can shoot really fast and it hits really hard. As you guys seen, it doesn't only work in the range, it actually just one taps a lot of enemies, and that's what I love about this build. Now you can see that we are on heroic, so this is a level 4 control point, and we're just boom boom, just one tapping. If I hit him in the head, I will 100% one tap him. But even if I don't, I can just spam this because this weapon is spammable. The one downside to it, it does only have 8 rounds, so yes, it can get pretty tough, but since you can drop enemies really quick with this build, you guys won't have an issue at all. But make sure you guys stay a little bit closer, because if you guys saw right here, at range it does lose some of its DPS, but once you guys get within that fighting range, it just becomes an absolute beast. Now I've been trying to find a shotgun that I like besides the Scorpio, and this one seems to be it, for the fact that it does have that faster rate of fire and it does put out a lot of damage. Because at 15 million DPS, if you land those shots, there's not too many enemies that can withstand that amount of damage. And yes, you do have a little bit of survivability on this build because we do pair it up with one of the most popular sets, the Hunter's Fury, but I did mix it around, so it's not the same way I would set up my SMG version. So hopefully you guys enjoy this build, but let's get into it. So for the specialization, you do want to go with the Gunner class. That is probably one of my go-to, and not only that, it gives you 10% extra armor kill on this build, where we're already getting 20%. And the weapon I'm talking about is the Super 90. This thing is an absolute monster. 900 total damage, 160 RPM with 8-round mag size. Now for the core attributes, we have shotgun, damage to armor, which aren't maxed out, so we can hit even harder. And then I roll 10% damage to targets out of cover on here. Now I have Insynced on here, which is going to allow me to gain an additional 30% weapon damage when I'm using a skill. Now also, I do have crit chance scope on here. I have a long underbarrel with crit chance, and then for the magazine, I decided to go with the 20% reload speed since it is a little bit slower reload on this shotgun. For my secondary, I am running with the Dark Winter. You can run with any secondary you want. That's really up to you. And I'm not going to break down Hunter's Fury because I've broken it down before, but yeah, we are using the Hunter's Fury for that extra SMG damage, the armor on kill, and then of course Apex Predator. Now the way I have it spec'd is we do have the core attribute of armor, critical hit damage, and then a critical hit damage mod. If we get into the next piece of Hunter's Fury, which is the holster, then remember this gives us that extra shotgun for the 2-piece. Now we have armor rolled on here and critical hit damage. For the knee pads, we have our 3rd piece of Hunter's Fury. We have weapon damage and then critical hit damage. For the gloves, our 4th piece that gives us Apex Predator, weapon damage, and then critical hit damage. Now where we change this up from what you usually see on my SMG build, we have a Cheska chest piece with 10% critical hit chance. Then I have weapon damage, critical hit chance, and then 6% critical hit chance mod. Now I do have Intimidate on here. That's going to give us that additional 35% weapon damage when enemies are within 10 meters. And that's when we have bonus armor. So it's amplified. Amazing. And that's why I tell you guys, it's an absolute beast to run with this build. And then finally, the backpack, we do have 1 piece of Badger Tough because that gives us 10% shotgun damage. We have armor regen, critical damage, critical hit chance mod, and then adrenaline rush. So whenever I'm within 10 meters of an enemy, I gain 20% bonus armor for 5 seconds. Now this does stack up to 3 times. So it's very viable for this build and gives us that survivability. So we have 48% crit chance, 126% crit damage, 65% headshot damage, 9% armor damage, 10% damage to targets out of cover, and look at that reload speed. 30% reload speed bonus, so our reload time is around 3.7, which isn't too bad for a shotgun. Now we go to the armor on kill, 386,000 with almost 5,000 armor regen, 331,000 max health, and we get that max health on kill too. And our armor, about 1.3 million armor. And with having that much armor and still being able to put out 15 million DPS, you really can't complain. So if you are looking for a shotgun that can put out that damage, this is the build for you. I will tell you the only downside to this shotgun is the mag size, right? Only 8 bullets. You do have to play with a certain play style. You do want to be in their face too though, because you want Intimidate and Adrenaline Rush to always be proccing so that you can take a full advantage of that, plus in sync and definitely just murder everything. So let me know what you guys think of the build in the comment section. Are you guys a shotgun fan, an assault rifle fan, SMG, LMG, rifle, marksman rifle. What is your favorite weapon to use in the game, and like what kind of builds do you guys enjoy playing with? I personally like switching them up, playing with a lot of different things, but I definitely do like this shotgun right here, and I want to fully max this bad boy out, because I think once I fully max it out, I'm gonna be able to put out more damage than I'm putting out now, because with full god rolls, I think this thing could hit up into maybe even the 16 million DPS range, which would actually be pretty insane. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this build. Let me know what you guys think about this weapon. Have you guys used this weapon before, or is this the first time you've ever heard of it? You really see it, but you never tried it. Hey, it might be something you guys want to try, because I'm telling you, you guys will love the damage. But that's it. Make sure if you guys want to catch me live, twitch.tv/nothingbutskills. I've been streaming daily, and if you guys are watching this video on the day of this release, you probably will see me tonight, about 8-9 p.m. Eastern time. I do stream at nighttime, so link will be in the description, and it'll be the first pinned comment, so find me from there. Hopefully I see you guys over there. If I don't, well, I'll see you guys in the next video. But until then, Nothing But Skills is out.